welcome to Moms on Mics. I'm Joanne.
I'm Cash.
And I'm Sophia.
Okay, so here's my funny story. So on Friday, I was taking the kids to the park at the lake. So we have to walk there, and then we've got like the kids in the wagon, whatever. So I get the babies all set up in the wagon. They're like just outside my door. My door's open. I'm in the front entrance. I can still see them. And I'm like, I'm just getting my lake card. So I go in my purse where my lake card always is because we had just been to the lake yesterday and no lake card. I'm like, uh-oh. And you can't get in the lake without the card, right? So they're all in the wagon ready to go. And I'd been telling them, it's okay, we're going to play at the park at the lake. And they're all excited. And I'm frantically looking for this lake card. And I'm like, shit. And I'm like, what do I tell them? So I'm like, we must have dropped it at the lake yesterday. They're like, are you coming? I'm like, I'm coming. I'm just trying to find my lake card. And so I grab my son's lake card. I'm like, I'll use this to get in. We'll go look for my lake card. It has to be there. So we walk all the way down to the lake, which is a 20-minute walk with pulling three babies in a wagon. They are so heavy. And with like older kids walking. So we get to the lake. I go up to the like desk thing and I'm like, hey, did anyone drop off a lake card? And she's like looking and she's like, oh, no, nobody. There isn't one here. I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. You see me every morning here with these kids. I'm like, I have my son's lake card, but I have lost my lake card here. Like, it has to be here. So can I come in with the kids and look for my lake card? And she's like, well, you can come in and look for it, but you can't scan your son's lake card. We don't allow that. I'm like, that's fine. She's like, but if you don't find your lake card, you have to come back to the office and buy a new one. I'm like, okay, but I did not bring my wallet because I'm just bringing kids to the lake, right? She's like, I'm like, oh, can I use my phone to Apple Pay? And she's like, oh, maybe. I'm like, okay. So we walk to the park. The babies are still in the wagon. Me and the big kid, we're looking around the park. And the babies are like, we want to play, we want to play. And I'm like, hold on. We're looking for my lake card. And so we can't find it. So I'm like, okay, no worries. We're going to go back to the office. We're going to get a new lake card. We can play. It'll be fine. So I go back to the office. I'm like, okay, hey, sorry, I couldn't find it. And she's like, okay, so we'll get you a new one, no problem. And the kids are being so good. And I'm like, okay, great. And she's like, okay, so I just need a piece of government ID. I'm like, I don't have my wallet. Like, she's like, well, do you have anything with your picture and your name on it? I'm like, no, because I don't have my wallet. And she's like, anything with just your name on it. Like, it has to be like a government thing. And I'm like, how's my blood donor card? Look, the only thing is, it has my first name and I go by my middle name, but the last name is the same. And she's like, oh, well, that's a problem. I'm like, and the kids are like, can we go to the park? I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, oh, I've got my Alberta healthcare card. She's like, oh, it has to be government issued. I'm like, what? I'm like, my Alberta healthcare card is from the government of Alberta. She's like, she's like, oh yeah, that'll work. And I'm like, and bonus, it has both first and last name. So there you go. Then she goes, do you want to keep the picture that's on here? Or would you... I'm like, bitch, you have a picture of me? Why did it have to be a photo ID when you've got a picture of me on the computer and I'm standing in front of you? Like, why? Anyway, and then I'm like, okay, do we need to try the Apple Pay thing? And she's like, actually, no, because if it was an old card, I'm like, yeah, it's like 15 years old. She's like, then don't worry about it because we've upgraded them. So you need a new one anyway. Perfect. I don't have to pay. We're all good. So we get it all done. I get my card. She goes to scan it. She's like, oh, it didn't work. My scanner's not working. Hang on. I'm like, for fuck's sake, lady. Meanwhile, this whole time, the kids are like, park. I'm like, we're going to the park. So finally we get it done. I'm like, okay, we're heading back to the park. We get to the park and and I just get the babies out of the wagons and the swing and it starts to rain. I'm like, guys, it's fine. It's just a little sprinkle because they're like, it's raining. I'm like, you're fine. Just play. It's good. Then this guy goes, bitch, please. Fucking downpour. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, it's fine. And they're like, we'd just like to go home. I'm like, okay. So we walk the 20 minutes back home in the fucking downpour and we're soaked. We're all soaked right through. We get in. I go to put my card in my wallet. What do I find? Goddamn late card.
Oh my God. Was it in your wallet the whole time?
The whole time. It was
Oh yeah.
in a different like card part, which I thought I had looked in I was so mad. So mad. And the kids are like, we're wet. I'm like, I know. I know. We're all wet. It was, yeah. So that was my Friday morning. It sucked. But they were so good. Like, honestly, I complained because I'm like, I was so mad. But I was not mad at the kids. The kids were great. I could not have asked for them to be better behaved this whole time. The lady at the lake, man. I'm like, can I not just take him in and go play? And I'll come back tomorrow. Like, I'm here every day with these kids. She's like, oh, we can't do that. I'm like, there's nobody else here. We're going to the park. You can see us from the park. Come on. Anyway, that was my Friday morning.
How was your weekend?
It was better.
Yeah, that's good.
I can't even think what I did yesterday. Today, I watched a documentary, like straightened my hair. Oh, and went to the grocery store, and that's like it. I did fuck all today. Like walked our dogs. That's totally all I did. Oh no, I didn't. I made waffles because I am that mom when your 25-year-old says, "Hey mom, I could go for some waffles." I go, "Okay, sweetie, let me make you some fucking waffles." Yeah, I made waffles. That was about it. I mean, they were delicious, but they're all right. How was your weekend?
I just got back from Lethbridge. We were in Lethbridge today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hockey. Vanessa
Mm.
had a game.
Hockey, hockey, hockey.
Hockey, hockey, hockey. She scored 2 goals though, so that was
Amazing.
nice. Yeah. Cash, how was your weekend?
Pretty quiet. Busy
Yeah.
but quiet. Because we have ball hockey and
Yeah.
gymnastics, but
Yeah.
that's about it, finally.
My son went for his first like real tattoo today. And
Nice.
he sat for 8 hours.
For his first tattoo,
Yeah,
That's amazing, though.
8 hours.
that's a long time.
Yeah. And he's got like 5 more sessions of that.
What's what's he getting if
He's
you're able to
getting
share?
it's a full sleeve, front and back.
Hold on. So his first tattoo, he goes, you know what? Fuck it, full sleeve.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then it's so funny because he watches all these videos on TikTok of like grown muscular men practically crying
Right?
from getting tattooed. And he keeps sending me these videos. He's like, I'm getting worried, Mom. I'm like, well, yeah, you're psyching yourself out, kid. I'm like, stop
my
watching
God.
those videos.
Yeah, I fell
My,
asleep in mine.
Okay, that's just psychotic.
I
I
take
just
a
can't-
nap, all of them. I've never really flinched, moved, nothing in any of them.
Okay, well, after all of that, today, this episode, we are talking about making friends as adults. And why is it so hard sometimes? When you're a little kid, it seems so easy to make friends, right? Someone wears the same color shirt as you do or has the same backpack, instant friends. Yet as we get older, junior high, high school, college, it was a bit harder. You actually had to have things in common, like the same music, the same movies or sports, but still it was not that bad. As long as you have something in common, a friendship grows. I remember making friends with someone because we both rolled our eyes at a teacher. I still remember the teacher. She was such a bitch. Anyway, so we rolled our eyes at the same teacher and got sent into the hallway. Do you guys ever do that? Like your teacher would be like, you in the hallway. Man, so many hallway classes.
I got into a lot of trouble in school. I wasn't.
I don't believe that. You're
Yeah.
a perfect angel.
I am now. Not back then. I had to do a lot of growing up.
I think we all do. Some of
Yeah.
us forget to grow up.
Yeah.
That's-
Not naming names.
Nope. Not singling myself out. I mean anyone out. Hey, so we learned we disliked the same subjects, teachers and other kids, and just from that we were friends all through junior high. We sometimes make friends at work unless you work from home like we do. If you work from home and you've made a new friend, make a doctor's appointment. But are those work friends real friends? Would you still be friends if you were both going for the same promotion or if one of you got transferred to another location? Making true, genuine friends as adults can be hard. There are numerous posts on Facebook groups, moms, women looking for friends. They usually post their age, interests, number of kids, and their ages, if they have them. And people will respond saying, "Oh, me too. I have kids that age. I want to hang out." Now, whether they do meet up or not, we have no idea. Nobody ever does a follow-up post, which I'm gonna say right now drives me up the fucking wall. If you have made one of these Facebook posts and you have met a new friend that you hang out with, just update us. Some inquiring minds want to know if you made a new friend, okay? But if I had to guess, they rarely do, especially when we see them repost a few months later, again looking for new friends. So if people are actively looking to make new friends, why is it so hard for them to find them?
Some of those Facebook groups, though, that have those looking,
Yeah.
I've seen one. She posts all the time for looking for new friends, but she actually does do the meetup.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's good.
Only because I know one of the girls in the group.
Oh, okay.
So I do know that she actually does do the meetups. So I
That's
think
good.
it is there. It's just more, again, do you really do you really clash with them? Do you
That's
really
true.
vibe? And then if you don't, you're back a square one.
That's very true.
I've met 2 friends on Facebook. And
Is one named Joanna and one named Cash? Sorry.
Okay, 4 friends. I made 4 friends on Facebook.
I was just
But you guys don't count yet.
We don't count as friends yet?
No, you do. No, you count as friends, but I'm not counting them in this instance.
Oh, okay.
This little
I'm sorry.
story
I'm
about
just
to
messing
tell.
with you. Okay.
You guys are my lifelong friends. We
Yes,
all
we
know
are.
this. But yeah, I've met 2 in the past, and our friendships have gone on over 10 years now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like our kids have grown up together. I mean, one of them unfortunately passed away recently, but
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, she was sick, but yeah, like over 10-year long friendships.
That's incredible.
So, and the one girl, I, watched her son from grade 1 all the way up to grade 5.
Oh, that gives
So-
me hope for this. Every time I see those posts,
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
And I will have occasionally
doesn't-
commented, but then
Yeah.
they tend to have younger kids. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, like it doesn't happen often, right? Like
Yeah.
I say, over my whole Facebook span, it's only been 2 people because it's really hard to find people you connect with, right?
For sure. Especially
But-
on Facebook, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, they tell you their highlight reel, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm a mom, I've got 2 kids, age blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
I like this, and this. But I mean, there's so much more than that, right? So
There is.
I
so
think
much
if people
more
were
than that,
really honest, like my highlight reel, I'd be like, I've got a mom of older kids. So if you got little kids, no, thank you.
yeah.
Only because you're not going to be able to hang out as much as I'm going to want you to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all. Nothing against you or your kids. I can also be a little bit of a cunt. You're going to have to be okay with that.
And I swear a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That just happens.
Yep.
It's when you work with children and you have to like not swear. You've got a whole day's worth of swears that are all pent up and you got to get them out.
Yeah.
I derailed that fast. I'm so like that just gave me like a warm fuzzy feeling inside, which is weird. But like I'm so happy that you've met like genuine friends on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's awesome.
2 of them. So it's kind of cool. You guys are my
Nice.
next 2.
Yes, we are.
If only we can get Cash out of the house.
I mean, we're going if we got a kidnapper,
I do have
I'm
her
all right with that.
address.
Me too.
I do know where she
Yep.
lives.
I've picked her up a couple of times for paddleboarding.
Things are slowing down for me, okay? And then
I mean, Sophia has no room to talk in that case right now because can you do this? No, hockey. Can you do this? No, hockey.
or we're
I
going
know.
paddleboarding. Oh no, I'm making meatballs instead.
Yeah.
I know. I'm pretty busy.
I'm
but-
just learning I have no life, so it's fine. And
yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. Sophia's busy. Cash is busy. Huh.
I'm literally always at the rink. That's always at the rink.
We'll just come and like party at the rink then.
Yeah, sure, I'm down.
Your kid will be like, get your crazy friends out of there.
We're like, yeah, go.
We love to drink beer in the parking lot and have little parties.
Sweet.
Tailgate party.
I mean, I'm always down.
It could be due to the fact that adult responsibilities like work, family, and personal commitments consume time and energy, leaving less for socialization and nurturing new friendship. And if we do find enough time, that doesn't mean that said potential friend has the time. The schedules don't always line up. There's also fewer built-in social environments for adults. School and other childhood structures that facilitated consistent social interactions disappear, making it harder to meet new people organically. You can definitely meet other moms at your kids' school or activities, but again, your schedules have to match up. Increased selectivity plays a big part in making new adult friends. As people mature, they become more selective about the types of relationships they pursue, looking for friends who align with their values and life circumstances. We don't want to waste the little free time we do have with people who don't add value to our lives. This is a big reason why, as we age and grow as a person ourselves, we often leave behind friendships that don't grow along with us. This is especially true when one friend has younger children and the other does not. It's hard for the friend without children to understand and be patient when the friend with young children can't just drop everything to go out. And it's hard for the friend with young children to make the time to spend with their friend.
See, it totally is.
I've lost friends because of me having kids.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you girls a story. I had a friend who my daughter and her daughter went to preschool together. So they've known each other since they were 3. They grew up in the hockey. They ended up playing hockey together, grew up in the hockey community together. So we were pretty close with them, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say about a month ago, I could feel something was off, right?
Huh.
And so I asked her. Actually, Anissa felt it first. She's like, is she mad at you for some reason? Because she kind of like walked by us without saying hi. And I'm like, well, she has no reason to be mad at me, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong. So I sent her a message and she's like, oh no, I would never be mad at you. What are you talking about? I just didn't see you. I'm like, okay, right? And then I
That's
went on,
weird.
but then I felt something. I felt something was off, right?
Yeah.
So I sent her a message and I'm like, I know that you said everything was okay. I'm like, but I'm feeling something's off. And took her 24 hours to reply to me.
What?
24 hours to get back to me. And she said, I wanted to let you know that I'm not ignoring your message, just giving it a bit of thought before getting back to you, as you are my friend and I care about you. I'll send it to you later when I'm home. I'm like, what the fuck
What
does
the
that
fuck?
mean?
That is so
I'm like,
weird.
you have a problem with me, but you love me and care about me? Like, I don't know, right? I'm like, why would
Oh
you
my
say that?
God.
So then I waited, right? Because I'm like, okay, well, she'll send me a message later tonight telling me. She didn't. Another 24 hours goes
What the fuck,
by.
bitch?
Oh, yeah. By that point, I'm like, I sent her a message. I just said, taking over 24 hours to answer a simple question, but lead me on to believe I've done something wrong is so rude.
Yeah.
I said,
Yep,
I'm too
totally.
old to be worried about who's mad at me and why. I'm now at a point where I don't even care. I just
Right?
wish you would have been honest with me back in August when my daughter
Jesus.
noticed you were mad. I said, have a good one, but I'm out, right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even entertaining. At this point, I'm not even entertaining it anymore. And she said, as you wish, my friend, and thank you, as your message is the most real you have been to me in a while. Sorry it has to end like this.
What the fuck?
I was like, what? Okay.
Okay, if your friend is listening, you gotta let us know, man.
So-
What the hell? Like,
Right? I have no idea. I have no idea.
that is the
But
most
I got to a
cryptic.
point where I won't even entertain it anymore, right? I'm just like, I'm not.
You're not in
Yeah.
high school, for one.
That's
What the
how I
fuck?
feel,
Like, come
right?
on.
Mm-hmm.
See, and this is where I struggle, especially as someone who is not good at reading social cues. There's a lot of times that like people will say something and I don't get it. I don't understand what it what it means or whatever. And then I'll say that to somebody else and they're like, oh my God, she was so rude. I'm like, hold on. She was. And I'm like, you got to explain this to me. And my friend, she ghosted me basically. And I was like, what the fuck? And so a mutual friend, I would like tell her, I'm like, I don't understand like what's going on and all this. And then I would like say things that she said to me and she's like, what the fuck? That's not okay. I'm like, wait, it's not. And I'm like learning basically my friend was a total cunt
Hmm.
and like an awful person to me. And I didn't understand it because I don't get that. Like I really struggle with that kind of info. Like basically, if you're mad at me, you gotta say, I'm mad at you. Because when I
Yeah.
think you're mad at me, I'm gonna ask you and you're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, I'm not even fucking mad at you and I haven't done
Yeah.
anything. But I'm just not reading the cues right. And then when
Right.
you are mad at me, I'll be like, oh my God, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. And I have no idea that you're mad. So yeah. Yeah, I think we outgrew each other and I'm too old for that shit, man. And I don't understand it. And I'm just,
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm too old to
right?
deal with it. Like I know I lose touch with my friends very easily because I am so busy. You guys know how busy I am,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm working three different jobs and I'm have her in hockey. Like it's a lot, right? And when
Oh,
I'm
for
not at
sure.
her hockey, I'm at my son's hockey or like it's a lot. So I know I lose touch with my friends and I have like one where I can not talk to for months and then go talk to and it's like nothing ever happened. We just pick right back up where we left off, no
Yeah,
matter how long I go without talking to her.
I have a
And
good
that
friend like that
the
too.
friendship, those friendships are hard to find, right?
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
everybody wants you, but I can't. I just
There's
can't,
not enough, right? And
right?
I mean, I'm the person I will just keep asking, and
Yeah.
eventually something
Yeah.
will stick. That's
Eventually
all
something
right.
will stick. Yeah.
But friendships are also a two-way street, right? So
A
some
hundred
people can reach
percent.
out to you at some point and be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, just want to check
Yeah.
in on you. I know you're busy.
Yeah. All right. So, fear and insecurity can prevent us from reaching out to potential friends. We could struggle with anxiety, fear of rejection, and insecurity, which can prevent us from taking the initiative to form new connections. Established social circles can be intimidating. Not only are you then trying to make friends with one person, but you're trying to make friends with the whole group, a group that may have been friends for a long time. They have shared memories and experiences already. People often have existing friend groups and may not have the desire to bandwidth to invest in and expand their social circle. It can be difficult when one person brings another friend into the group. If the new friend isn't accepted or welcomed, that can definitely cause a disruption. It can feel like high school all over again. Yet, as adults, instead of the silly bickering or the emotionally drenched drama, we simply distance ourselves or leave the friend group. Emotional effort and trust can be difficult and exhausting. Building deeper, trust based friendships requires significant emotional and mental effort, which can be a deterrent for adults. People in different stages of life, such as those starting families versus those focused on careers, may struggle to connect and share common experiences. When you have different ages of children, scheduling and babysitters become more complicated.
It's so hard when your kids are different ages, right? And when they're in
Even
activities like hockey.
clearly, even when you have grown kids and or children are not involved, it still
Yeah.
has nothing to do with kids. It's just,
I mean, I remember back in the day when I'd be like, oh, I have to go to this what work thing or whatever. And I'd be like, hey, mom, text me in like an hour and a half and tell me the kid's sick. Or like call me. Sorry, it was so long ago we didn't have text. Call me, tell me my kid's sick. And then I'm gonna respond. If I say, oh no, does he have a fever and stuff, that means I'm not having fun and I'm gonna come home. If I'm like, oh, it's all good though? Okay, great. Thank you. Then that means I'm having fun and I'm gonna stay here. So we've all used our kids as like, oh, I can't go out tonight. Sorry, they're not feeling well. And I'm not gonna lie. I have done that far too recent, considering my kids are 25 and almost 30. And it was to get out of something with people I didn't really know very well. And if you're listening, I'm sorry.
I would still do it. If my son
Yeah.
was, he's 19. If he was sick on the couch, I would stay home with him. So doesn't matter how old they are.
See, I'd be like, "You're sick. See you later,
Bye.
fucker." I'm out of here. But only if it's something I want to go to. Although I have used my dog being sick as an excuse. And I would drop everything. I'm sorry, best friend or no best friend, I'm dropping you if my baby boy, my little fluffy baby boy is sick.
Oh, jeez.
He comes before everybody.
Oh,
That was allowed. I'm sorry. Okay, so neurodivergent adults often find making new friends difficult. Can confirm. We don't usually read social cues easily, which can make things awkward or difficult. In some cases, can be a good thing. I don't always notice if someone is being a little bitchy to me, which is good. Neurodivergents don't always know how to act in social settings, so they tend to mirror other people's behavior. This can make it difficult to make a true connection with someone as they're not being themselves. So this is me to a T. If I'm in a situation that I don't understand the like social rules of said situation, I will mirror everybody in there. So if everybody in that situation is being super quiet, me too. If everyone is being very talkative, also me too. If there's a mixture of both, thanks for the confusion. You are going to get this weird combination of me being super quiet, then super outgoing, and then super quiet. And you're going to think I'm on crack. But that's me, that we just mirror the behavior because we don't know what we're supposed to do, so we do what you do. Also, why neurodivergents often copy accents. Apologies. Object permanence with people refers to an individual's understanding that a person continues to exist even when they are not physically present or visible. While babies typically develop this ability around 8 to 12 months, the term is often used informally to describe challenges in adults with ADHD, where an out of sight, out of mind phenomenon can make it difficult to remember, connect with, or attend to relationships when loved ones are not around. So, a very good friend of mine is also ADHD. So, her and I can go through long spans of time without talking to each other because we forget. And then we reconnect. And I am really bad for this with my family. I don't ever think to text them, call them, or connect with them at all because they're not close. Like, if I'm not seeing you or speaking to you often, I don't connect with you. And it's not because I don't care about you. And this next line's going to sound real cunty. It's because I'm not thinking of you and not in a mean way. It's just, it's the out of sight, out of mind. Like I could go for years not talking to people if they don't connect with me. So when people say, well, the phone works both ways, it does, but then not for the neurodivergent brain. For our brain, we need a reason to contact you. Like if I'm like, oh, I remembered this show out of the blue, and I wonder if my sister remembers it. I'll text her and be like, hey, do you remember this show that we used to watch? Haven't talked to her in months.
Yeah, I'm the
But
same way.
yeah, and it's a neurodivergent, it's just the way our brain goes.
I'm neurodivergent.
Yeah.
I always knew it. No, but I'm the exact same way. I just don't reach out. I just don't.
And it's not to be mean. It's not that we don't care about people. And when we reconnect to us, it's like we just saw you. And we are right back. We will start up where we left off the last time. If you're neurotypical, apologies. I apologize in advance for every neurotypical person I've done this to because they don't understand. They're like, you haven't spoken to me in forever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So anyway, do you remember this? And they're like,
yeah.
And they're so confused.
See, I'm the exact same as you. And maybe that's why my friendships don't work out because people take that offense to that. But
typically,
I'm like, nothing's wrong. I'm like, I've just been busy and
exactly.
It's been 2 years, but I want to chat now.
Right? Exactly.
Right?
And we just assume that they're still there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother us. If someone doesn't call us for long periods of time.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. And then if they call us out of the blue, it could literally be 10 years later. In fact, the friend and I that do this all the time, we went for I want to say 5, probably more years without talking to each other. And both of us, when we did reconnect, I can't remember even how we reconnected. It was like started
Yeah.
off right where we left off.
Yep.
And it didn't bother either of us. Like, and there was none of those weird feelings getting in the way.
Yeah.
Like it was just, we're like, what? Like this. And it's like the last time we talked, her kids were like little and then they were grown up. Like, and we've been like connected for the last few years now, but it was really weird when she's like, oh yeah, she's like in high school. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, she's in high school already?
Right?
I'm like, wasn't she just a toddler maybe?
Yeah. You know
And
how
yeah,
many times I've said that? Yeah.
right? And so neurotypical people, you gotta understand this. We don't do it on purpose. But this is why it is hard for neurodivergents. We can usually make friends fairly quickly because we are outgoing and we are going to mirror your behavior. So if you are super nice and friendly and outgoing, you're going to be like, oh my God, you're just like me. Nope. We're just like you because we're doing you at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
we are your mirror. And then you're going to be like, what? We have not talked, you haven't talked to me in forever. So yeah, we make friends often easily, but they don't
Yeah.
stick around. And then
Yeah.
we're like, whatever happened to that one person?
Yeah.
So this can lead to forgetting to respond to texts, feeling distant, or struggling to maintain emotional bonds. Though it is a neurological wiring issue, it's not a lack of care. Honestly, there are a myriad of reasons why neurodivergent adults struggle to make new friends or keep an existing friendship. Understanding the struggle you have as a neurodivergent or as a friend of someone who is neurodivergent will definitely help build relationships. It does help if you are aware of that and you can give your new friends a heads up. Like, hey, I want to talk to you often. You just got to initiate that shit. Like, just if you are aware of this yourself, that's how you are, let the other friend know, and that'll probably help.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of
So
it,
moving forward, I will tell all my friends I am
yep,
this kind of person.
yeah.
So
On it, it's
yeah.
just tell them it's the object permanence, and you can't, or your person permanence, I guess, right? And you can't help it. I feel like there's not enough understanding when it comes to neurodivergency. Like, because often you can look at someone, especially if it's a high masking adult, you can look at them and be like, they seem totally fine. They're just a little, quirky. The amount of times I've been called quirky. And I'm like, you're gonna give me a complex if I could remember that. But not to worry, I won't remember, so you're fine. But yeah, like if once you understand how your brain works a little bit more and the things that go on within, like why you do the things you do and such, and then you can explain those to the people around you, it helps your relationships a lot. And I know some people will never get it, especially older family members, like parents and in-laws. They might never understand it because of that generation, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "We've known you your whole life. You're just fine. You're just odd. You're just eccentric." No, that's not what that is.
According to Psychology Today, females are inherently different from men. We think differently, act differently, solve problems differently, and more emotionally driven than logically driven. Although men and women do complement each other, as women, we thrive on strong relationships with our girlfriends. Such friendships give women an outlet to share their problems, thoughts, feelings, and triumphs. With these, they feel a close bond with. Most of our emotional and mental strengths come from deep bonds with the strong females in our life. Over time, we become our friends as we mirror their thoughts, beliefs, and actions. In fact, many say that we are the average of the 5 people we spend most of our time with. We should choose each other wisely and with intention. The psychology behind strong female friendship is strong. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Oncology, women with early-stage breast cancer were 4 times more likely to die from cancer if they didn't have very many friends. Those with a larger group of friends with early-stage breast cancer had a much better survival rate. This beneficial effect of friendship was felt whether the friends live near or far. An article published on the New York Times website states that women feel they can count on their friends to pull through for them no matter what they are struggling with within their lives. Women are each other's emotional support system. From giving advice, being a shoulder to cry on, keeping secrets, lending a listening ear, and boosting self-esteem, to developing strong and healthy female friendships is something all women can benefit from. Women by nature are intuitive. Girlfriends have a distinct way of reading emotions and intuitively recognizing what needs to be done, then acting on it. We understand each other, we validate each other, we give marriage and breakup advice to each other, we share some of the deepest, darkest secrets with each other. We share the honest truth with each other. We share intimate family details with each other. We share beauty products with each other. We tell each other when we have food in our teeth or when our shirt is on backwards. And we share lasting memories with each other.
When our children are preteen and teenagers, their lives seem to take over our lives. We become their chauffeur, their coach, their tutor, constantly driving them to sporting events, activities, sleepovers, you name it. Having any time to ourselves gets less and less. Not only do we now have to fit socializing into our busy schedule, but now we have to work around our kids' schedule too. It can be exhausting, and our social battery can drain quickly before we even get to our social events. This can potentially open doors to connect with other moms on your child's sports teams or at dance class, or if you're seeing the other moms every week and there's already a common ground, this is the perfect opportunity to connect. If you're looking to make new mom friends, you just need to get out there and talk to people. It might feel scary and weird at first, but the more you do it, the easier it will become. There are lots of groups on Facebook, such as Calgary Parent Social Group. There's also an app called Peanut and one named Momly that are like Tinder for moms.
It's
That's
true.
weird. Most community pages have posts about events in your area, which are good places for meeting other local moms. Book clubs work well also. If you're at the playground with your child in a swing and a mom comes over and puts her child in the other swing, you can say something like, "Your daughter's so cute. How old is she?" Something to break the ice. Chatting about the kids is simple, and take it from there. If the other mom is responding and the conversation starts flowing, when you're winding up to leave, try, "It was nice talking to you. We should meet for coffee sometime. Here's my number." If they enjoyed your company and have the time or desire for a friendship, they will connect. You can do this everywhere. Mom and baby groups, after chatting to a mom in line at the grocery store, anytime you find someone with a similar age kid and they're even remotely friendly and willing to chat, try casually exchanging numbers. It's strangely like dating. Some you'll never talk to again, but some will end up friends. You have to take the initiative. So I I one time reached out. So there was this mom and she would advertise her day home group on our community page all the time. And she also did like before and after school care. And I did before and after school care. And she goes out and does fun things with the kids. Like you could tell from her pictures and stuff. And I go
Nice.
out and do fun things with the kids. So I sent her a message one time. I'm
Yeah.
like, I do the same thing. I have a day home. I do before and after school care. I'm like maybe sometimes in the summer we can get together with the kids and do like a group playground or,
Yeah.
get together or something. She read the message and never responded to me. I
What the
was like,
fuck?
yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, she probably thought I was some creepy old guy or something. But yeah, yeah. I
Wouldn't
got
she at least check your Facebook profile?
right. I don't know. I don't know. You would think, but yeah, she
Right?
read it and she never responded. I was a little bit heartbroken because I don't do that often,
Yeah, it
right?
is
And
hard to
then
put yourself out there,
it
right?
is
And then
hard
to
to
be
put
like
yourself out
rejected.
there.
But I think
Yeah,
that's
but
why it is so much like dating, right? Like, I mean, I have not dated ever. I got married at 16. I have never dated.
right.
But from what I have heard and seen in like movies and stuff, it sounds so lame.
Yeah.
Anyway, that seems to be what dating is, right? Like, I've had friends, obviously, that have dated quite a bit, and they reach out to someone and stuff, and then they don't get responded. And I'm like, The other side of being neurodivergent is we overthink everything. So if that happened, we would be like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? How should I have done that? Did I like, you would just overanalyze everything you did and be like, it's me. I'm too aggressive. I'm too talkative. I didn't talk enough. Like,
Yeah.
it's so scary to put yourself out there. I mean, it's so brave of her to do that also.
Have you been on that Peanut app though?
No. Oh my God, let's hear it.
It 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 literally is exactly like one of those apps that you just swipe if you like them and if you
Oh
don't.
my God. How do you even know? Like,
See, I went on it and I met like we started talking one person, but again, I seem to have the issue with it only stops at talking.
what do
Like
you,
we could talk all the time
yeah.
online, but then that's it. So no one ever meets up. Because I'm like the
Oh,
same,
okay.
right? I'm like, hey, let me know when you're free because I have kids. I understand the whole thing.
Right.
It just never ever goes that far. So I was like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to talk to me and remake
But how,
something, great. But
like, how do you know? Because that is all, I guess, like Tinder is a bit different, right? So if you're looking at people's profile, if you're going to date them, there has to be a physical attraction. So it's easy to say, okay, no physical attraction to that one, none to that one. Okay, this one, yes. I get that. Do you do that for moms? You don't need to be physically attracted to the mom,
oh,
right?
it
Like,
is almost so you remember how you just talked about like the Facebook posts that you see, how
yeah.
they write like a little blur? It's like that.
Oh, okay. The highlight reel type thing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Where they kind of like give a little details
This is
about
my
themselves.
synopsis.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they put like their picture and stuff like that on
See,
it.
I would just worry that people are like judging me based on my picture. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I wouldn't know, I wouldn't be good with like, because I'd be like, well, what do people want in a friend? So what do I put on there? Like, I wouldn't be thinking of this is me, this is what I like. I'd be like, but what do you need from a friend? And I'll say that I'm that.
Yeah.
It seems so hard.
It's been years. I was on it when it first came out, so it could have changed a little bit too, but that's pretty much what it literally was like one of those Facebook dating groups where you literally just swipe on them.
There's Facebook dating groups.
Yeah.
There's Facebook
Oh.
dating.
Is there
Yeah.
people date each other that find dates on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Facebook
What?
dating. It's like an actual dating site, but it's on Facebook.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm out of the loop. I don't know any of that stuff. See, I would be fucked if my husband was like, I'm out, we're divorced, whatever, or died or whatever. If I had to now start dating, my neurodivergent ass is
I,
not picking up any clues.
I probably wouldn't.
I have
I probably
no
would
clue.
never go on a dating site or anything like that. I would probably just let it happen naturally. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right?
Yeah, I don't think it would ever happen because it might be trying to happen and I wouldn't know. So like they'd have to like shake me and be like, I would like to date you. And then even then I'd be like, you're funny. I'd be like, I don't know what that means. I do not understand that at all. Flirting, like my husband never has to worry that I will be out somewhere and like pick up a guy.
No, neither does
That
mine.
Making new friends post-COVID seems to be a lot more difficult. There has been a shift in the way people interact post-pandemic. More people tend to cling to their personal space, which frankly feels like like the very opposite of what we would be doing after being forced to spend so much time there. Do you remember like and everyone's on lockdown, they're like, "Oh my God, I need to just touch people or like be around people, whatever." And then as soon as the doors open and everyone's like, "Okay, off you go." We're all like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
We should be excited for the return of our freedom to socialize, to roam free, but instead people became more reclusive, willingly isolating themselves instead of basking in the company of others, like we longed for.
A number of psychological and sociological concepts could be at play here.
Some experts see a wide scale reevaluation of the merits of even being social taking place. People of every age, gender, ethnicity, and income are hanging out less than ever. Leisure time is decreasing, screen time is increasing. Locations outside of home and work that enable socialization are disappearing, and with them, so is our greater sense of community. We are in a social recession. And while shrinkage of our social circles over time is natural, it typically doesn't occur so quickly. As people age, how they view their life shrinks. They become more selective of who they want to socialize with. It's possible that because of the pandemic, that realization might have happened to people much earlier, and they might be doing that much faster than they normally have.
A lot of people realize that maybe they didn't like socializing as much as they thought they had. When face-to-face socialization paused during the pandemic, many of us expected to feel lonely and deprived of interpersonal contact, only to now come out of it all and discover that we never really enjoyed dinner parties, after work happy hours, and chit-chat with the bagger at the grocery store. People are increasingly fine with the 3 or 4 friends they regularly talk to and no more. Engagement and how we engage with those rules are different. Pre-pandemic, the many social scripts we follow in everyday life were natural to us, so much so that we weren't even aware we were following them. We didn't have to consciously think about what to say to coworkers, how to order a drink, how to initiate or dodge conversation with your neighbor. In the throes of the pandemic, we adopted new social scripts and norms to adhere to isolation and social distancing guidelines. These norms were deeply abnormal to social creatures like us, but or most of us, adapted to them anyway. Now that all the restrictions have been lifted, you're going back into the world and you've got to relearn those things. Like when you stop exercising or speaking a language for a time, your familiarity deteriorates and routines have to be reintroduced, often uncomfortably at first. There is going to be that period of awkwardness at the beginning. What might put a hitch in our re-education, though, is that we may all be reacclimating to different scripts.
Research tells us that loneliness, rates of which have exploded in recent years, can have a psychological impact on social cognition. Our cognitive ability to engage with social world and process social information. Our brains interpret isolation as mortal danger, the deprivation of a need. And while we've returned to a time where we can enjoy the company of others as much as we please, we've lost our finer touch in complex social interactions. We're hypervigilant, oversensitive, and withdrawn. Since the pandemic, the way people interact online has changed drastically. People have become rude. Facebook and Twitter have become a breeding ground for toxicity. People need to get out from behind their keyboards again, touch some grass, breathe fresh air, and try being nicer to each other. The Harvard study of adult development, a long-term analysis of adult happiness, found that the key lies in good relationships. And while the road to this goal is a bit rocky at the moment, many of us haven't given up on small talk. There's a lot of intentionality now where there didn't used to be in terms of just existing socially. It can just be a bit of a mess in how loneliness impacts an individual. But what allows people to kind of snap out of it is just getting over that barrier and trying again, going into different social situations where you're able to connect. As for the return of normalcy, it might be in your best interest to get acquainted with the new normal, though many experts are sure our difficulties will eventually subside. Exactly when is hard to say.
Yeah, this was actually a really interesting study. It was like way more in depth and complicated than this. So I just took like the highlights of it. But basically, it was going into like how the increase of things like people thinking that they're trans and stuff now is basically when those young people, like when the pandemic hit, the people at a very important age were socializing. They need to socialize for their developmental progression, were isolated and not able to socialize. Somehow something came on the internet about, like, they can't narrow it down to figure out what it was, but it was basically something that went viral about being trans. And all these young people had nothing, they weren't doing what they developmentally needed. Like, they weren't going out and being social. So this caught their attention and they connected with it. And all of a sudden they're like, I'm trans too. And they're not, they're lonely. But the problem is a lot of their parents kind of grabbed onto that as something for them to focus on because they were also lonely because they were isolated. So basically the mass amounts of people that are like, I'm trans, I have trans kids. Pandemic basically caused another pandemic of Munchausen by proxy, which is horrific. That's what basically COVID, like this, it basically, that's what this study went into. It was fascinating. I'm like, it makes so much sense. But people are so cunty online and we all have to relearn how to be social again. And we're not doing that because we're all just stuck behind our screens and then we're lonely but we don't understand that we're lonely because we're like, we're fine. We see people, but it's not the same as we used to. So not only are we lonely and not making human connections, we're extra cunty and we're feeding off the extra cunty online. So we're all turning into this giant cunt of a society.
Yeah. And now you can like reply and post as anon.
Exactly.
So it's making it even worse.
Yeah. Because people like having that mask of being anonymous, you get to say things that you wouldn't normally say, right? And maybe you do genuinely feel that way, but the social norms is you get to feel that way, but not say it. It's okay to be like, I think you're stupid, or I think whatever. It's okay to feel that way. We just don't have to say it. But now, hiding behind posting anonymously, we're all saying it.
Yeah.
And that's not how adults should be interacting. Part of being an adult is knowing when to think things and not say them. And it is not good for society for everybody to just have this hidden like line of defense that we can all hide behind and say all these awful things to each other. And people always go, it's freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech does not mean there's no consequences to what you say. We all need to remember, if you wouldn't say it to your mom or your grandma, don't say it to anyone else.
Pretty
right?
much. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And people just say the most horrific things. And it's like, you would not say that to them if you were face to face. You wouldn't. So why are you saying it to them on Facebook? People say, well, she started it or she said this and I have the right to defend myself. Yeah, you absolutely do. If someone is harming you physically, face to face. If someone's saying something stupid to you on Facebook, guess what? It's on Facebook. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Move on. Scroll past. Like, you're supposed to be grown-ups, people.
Yeah.
Grow up. Go outside. Go hug someone. But go hug someone that likes to be hugged. So when women get together, we gush about our sex lives, our marriages, and details about our significant others and family drama. When guys get together, rarely is any of this discussed. Women rely on each other not only for their shoe shopping partner, but also to share those dark secrets, those secrets that not all men may want to hear. Although men are our counterparts, there is something beyond special about the female bond that women have with each other. The more time women spend with friends, the happier they become overall. Our self-esteem and self-confidence increases, and that flows into our relationships with our partners, our children, and colleagues. So putting in the effort to make new friends or build your relationship with existing friends is important. Remember, life is an awful, ugly place to not have a best friend. Well, that's it for Moms on Mic this week.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Moms on Mics Podcast, on TikTok at Moms on Mics, and join our Facebook group, Moms on Mics.
If anyone has any topics you want us to cover, or if you have any questions or suggestions, you can email us at momsonmics@gmail.com or submit through our website, momsonmics.com.
We would also appreciate it if you could rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening on. It really helps the podcast move up on their charts so it gets more exposure. Hope you join us again next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.